you all my personal dreams.
It up, you're making it up. And tell Joe, don't rush, right?
Right, that's exactly right.
Yeah, he's not.
Enjoy his life. Yes, enjoy your life. Wow, guys, now you have no interest in getting married again. No interest, and you're going to go to Italy.
Yes.
Now, is there any plans of doing anything special there? Phil, I don't want to ruin this, but you're not thinking about getting married in Italy, are you?
No, I don't surprise on things like that. That's another thing that being married has taught me. You don't ever want to surprise the bride.
Because we need to be ready.
Yes. On that, there's other times to do surprises. That isn't one.
That's not one. Okay, gotcha. See, Kim, I cleared the road for you, girl. Now, right, moving forward, you said you have Edwin. When was the last time you seen Edwin, Phil?
Probably about this time last year at a football game. But I'm getting ready to see him again in about 2 weeks. His oldest son, my godson, is getting married, and we're flying out to Southern California to be in the wedding.
You're going to be in the wedding? Kim, are you in it also?
We're going to bring up the gifts for him. You know, yeah. The young people are going to be the main show.
But now, are you going to say something? Any advice for the young couple?
I'm sure that I probably will be asked to say something as his godfather.
Yes.
It may be in private. I expect that it probably would be. Oh, I'm sure. The best man gets that, not the godfather.
Oh, okay. You know what? You're right. But sometimes they allow the family to say something after everyone says something.
Yeah. I would probably, if I had to give someone advice, I'd probably give the same advice that my father gave the two of us, which is when, not if, you have a disagreement, own your part. And as long as each person owns their part, you can usually work through it.
Yeah, my father-in-law was a very intelligent man.
Wow. But that's true, you know. That's true. Because looking back, it was, the argument was because no one wanted to own it. No one wanted to own it. We always blamed the next person. It was you. It was you. It was you. It was you. That's where the arguments were. No one wanted to own up.
Yeah.
Wow. But you know what, Phil? I think that takes practice. That takes grown up.
23 years and we're still working on it.
You never perfect it. You don't. It's one of those things that you work on. I've often told people, you get a lifetime to figure this thing out. The whole game of life. And,
yes.
And now that I'm, right at age 55, I'm starting to think a lifetime isn't enough.
Wow. Kim, you know what that deserves? That's beautiful. Beautifully said, Phil. You just Mr. Romanticize all over, aren't you?
I've been accused of a lot of things in my life. That ain't never been one of them.
Hey, Phil. You see, Phil, Phil, you're going to own something before we come off the show.
Yeah, I'm going to own my part.
It's your part, Mr. Romantic. But not to everyone else, to Kim. I can't give it to him. Now, right? Now, so and Scott, Skip, what is it that you do? Do you do any speaking to maybe men?
No, ma'am, I have never really had time to, sadly to say. All I do is work. I work like 6-7 days a week doing heating and air. And then my off time, I'm always doing something with Tammy or one of my grandchildren or
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, she does all the gospel.
Okay. All right. All right.
Gospel, and she's
Okay.
married people, and
Yeah.
she's started marrying the last couple.
Yeah, I have a wedding business. It's always and forever weddings. So I have weddings.
Come on now. Come on. Stop hiding stuff.
It's really I guess it's really amazing because you meet so many different people and so many different couples from so many different walks of life.
Yes.
And you meet them, and some of them we've had those that come from Germany and India and all over. Just they come here and they'll call me up and I'll go and meet with them and they'll tell me different things about their life. And everybody comes from different walks of life, and you meet somebody, you know how you get that first impression, but sometimes that first impression, it really isn't always right because you don't know what that person has been through or what's brought them to that stage of their life.
Right.
And I've just met so many different couples.
Right.
And it's,
But see, we're not there to judge either.
That's right.
That's right.
We just going on whatever they're bringing out, the energy. That's all it is. We're not there to find out, what happened behind. We're not interested in that. We want to know what's going on now.
Right. That's right.
Oh, that's amazing. Amazing. Yeah, we got to talk more about that. Now, wow. Now, I want to know the $1 million question. What do you wish someone would have told you about marriage? Tammy?
All the compromise.
The compromise?
There's a lot of compromise. To be with somebody, I guess, no matter if you're married 31 years or 10 years, regardless of how long you're with somebody, you got to be willing to accept that person for everything that they are and any baggage they bring along with them. You have to be willing to accept them and not try to change them, because a lot of people have this idea when they go into something, I can change him. I'll change him. He's going to do it. No, that's not right. You accept that person for who they are. And then as time goes on, you begin to get closer and closer together, and anything that needed to be mended or whatever, it works out. But if you're in there trying to nag somebody and saying, you got to do this and you got to do that and try to change them, all it's going to cause is a divorce.
Yes. And a bunch of arguments.
That's right.
That's right. So yes. Let's see, what is it that you tried to change with Skip that you found out it wasn't going to work? We all try it. We all do. We all do it. It's only human.
I don't guess I really tried to change it too much. I kind of accepted it, but he had a bad temper. He used to have a bad temper where he was quick to, just really fast to do that. And it was just, that's the way he was, because he's back then he was a lot harder man than he is now.
Yes,
yes. He was a lot quicker to jump to the conclusion real fast. And so most of the time I would sit back and just let him say what he wanted to say. And then when he calmed down, then we would talk about it. But that's, I don't guess I really tried to change it too much. I just kind of accepted him. And then through the years, it just, everybody calms down through the years.
Yes.
Usually. Not always, but usually.
Yes, normally it is. Normally, yes. What do you got to say, Skip?
I calm down a lot.
Yeah. But that's one of the things, though, that I really loved about him too, because he would also be quick if somebody was to ever cause any problems, anything, try to hurt me or anything. He was always one of those that I wouldn't have to worry about. He was not going to hesitate to step up to what needed to be done. Yes. And he's that way in every part of our life. He's willing to do whatever it takes.
There you go.
To get things done. And so that's just the way he is.
You are the true alpha male, baby.
He really is.
And this is what us women, we look for in men, to protect us.
Yes.
So you chose very right. The voice was very right.
Yes, it definitely was.
Skip, I'm going to ask, did you try to change anything about Tammy?
No, not really.
She's perfect as she is right now.
That's about what it is.
She wouldn't have listened. She wouldn't have listened anyway.
I don't think he ever. I don't think you ever did it. I don't think he ever even really. I don't think you ever said anything to me about nothing. Really, did you?
I can't remember.
I don't think he really ever tried to do anything like. Not that I can remember. I don't think he ever did. I mean, like how some guys might be like don't want their wives to wear certain things or wear makeup or or clothing or something. He never was like that. He was never one of those that anything that I wanted to do, he was willing to let me do, or anything I wanted to get, he was willing to buy for me. Or I mean, he's just never been one of those to try to change me really in any way, anything about me.
I think that any man that tells a woman she can't wear makeup,
yeah, I agree.
It's all being a girl. It's all part of us. This is what we do.
Right.
That's right.
Okay. All right.
I know better than that.
It wouldn't have worked anyway, Skip.
No,
right.
it definitely wouldn't have.
No, it wouldn't.
Who, as a friend within, well, I don't, and we ain't gonna call nobody out, so I ain't even gonna ask that question. But the question was going to be, who's the freakiest friends in between you two? Who has the freakiest friends? Look, smile. Don't call nobody out.
Right?
Don't call nobody out.
No.
I asked that. Oh my God. What is your favorite pastime, Lori?
My favorite pastime would be reading.
Okay. Yeah, Kendall.
Sorry?
It's watching television shows.
And watching television shows.
Come on, man.
So she's asking me what my pastime is and how I feel about what my
A TV set. You have
So I
dinner,
would-
you
I
have breakfast,
I would
you
say
have
it's
lunch.
reading. Thank you. Reading. Yeah,
Reading is only when you go to bed.
reading. Reading.
Oh, no.
I've been,
What's your favorite pastime?
yeah, what is
Well, me?
yours?
Yes.
I like to be outside walking, some kind of physical fitness thing. That's what I like to do.
Oh, okay. Lori, do you do the physical fitness thing?
Yes.
Oh, nice. So you two work out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when I come, this is some of the itinerary.
Okay.
Eat, work out,
Yes.
and look at TV.
There you go.
There you go. Shit went day long.
So we're building an itinerary for when I get there.
Exactly. We're starting to make the list right here, right now.
Do you guys drink? Do you have a glass of wine or anything like that?
Yes. Not every night, but just usually. Yeah, 1 or 2 nights on the weekend we'll have a martini together, or sometimes.
Nice. Wow. What's your favorite drink, Lou?
Martini, shaken, ice cold.
Not stirred.
Not st- no vermouth. Plain vodka, ice cold.
Woo! Wow. Whoa.
Nice.
Lori, so I already know yours. Yours is wine or martini?
Oh, martini.
Okay.
Good.
Nice. Very good. Now, I didn't ask this, but what was one of your struggles when in your relationships? What's one of the struggles that you haven't gotten over, but you're still working on it?
Well, it has to be my work situation right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it has to be like right now I'm doing a lot of projects, like entrepreneurial projects and startups and so on and so forth. But the struggle is that, since I left the other practice and everything, is to get reestablished in another career similar to what I did in finance or whatever, and get established in that more so for both of us.
So now, what did you do in finance?
I owned a financial services company.
Okay.
Like
So you're trying to get back into that?
No, I didn't want to get back into that, but I do like to create, like I create food. I do like to create new companies. I do like to create a sales team and get that company off the ground if it's already being built, that kind of thing.
Like get involved with a startup angel company where he could be, because Lou could sell snow in the winter. I mean, in a second.
Really?
Yeah. So our struggles have been that hasn't happened yet. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would you like to see? If I was to say, Lou, I'm your fairy godmother, tell me what you want. I need to know who, what, when, where, and why.
Well, I would like to be involved with creation of, even if it's a company that's maybe 500 plus employees, it could be that small. It doesn't have to be just me and the CEO, which I'm helping out right now with a particular situation. That they need my expertise to take them to the next level.
What is your expertise?
In sales,
Okay.
management, things like that. So taking a product that, let's say a software package, and it's something that's innovative, but the company needs that sales guy to look out of the box, get that to the next level, to get that out there so people would buy it.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah.
And it's for any company that's doing, does it have to be in particularly innovative?
No, it could be, it could be sneakers.
Okay. All right.
Food. Doesn't matter. Sales, the whole thing about selling, the way I do it is, and it's the right way to do it, is once you find the need, that they need this particular object, style, whatever it's going to be, a food, and once it's there, that's it. It's sold. Then you just take it to the next level. It sells itself.
So your niche would possibly be food.
Maybe. Yeah. Food.
Maybe. What you need to really grasp exactly the industry that you want. Is it cars? Is it? I need to know exactly, Lou, you help this one do this.
Yeah. I don't.
What is it that Lou does?
Want something.
But it could be. The problem is, it's sales. It's a sales originated type of thing.
But what you want software? Maybe
it could be healthcare. It could be healthcare.
People always want to know my secret for being energized throughout my busy day. But little do they know, my secret comes in this little convenient pack right here. And guess what? It's inexpensive and it doesn't give me the jitters like most coffee brands do.
2 minutes, Miss Peppers.
Thank you. Look, I gotta go. I can't promise you a fabulous day, but I sure can promise you that you'll have a great cup of coffee. Just tell a Pepper Cafe that I sent
you. And this was setting him up for his senior year. So there was disappointment. And I know that we're not alone, that we're not unique in that way. Kids are missing out on graduations, people being in quarantine. It's continuing on. I really believe that one of the big things about the times that we're living in right now is a lot of stress and anxiety. And it's led to everything from civil unrest all the way through mental illness.
Yes.
And, it's things like that. Those are the things that are pressing right now.
Yes. Because my daughter graduated this year.
But didn't get a walk.
Right. We didn't. It's as if we waited this long. And then.
Right.
Exactly.
That's right.
This has never happened in any year. Anything. This is the first time for us. And I know we as parents, I took it hard.
Yeah, because you've looked forward to this day, and, yeah.
And it was the biggest letdown, even though she still graduated.
Exactly.
Right.
But you wanted the gown and the.
Yes. Yes. They send the gown.
Right.
Right. But it's not the same.
That's right.
It's not the same that walking down the aisle and that walking across the stage.
Exactly.
That's the time we will never forget. Like your first marriage, your second, your third.
Yeah, I like that.
But yes, I'm with you guys with all this quarantine. I get it. And this is where I had spoke at one time where I was speaking on mental health. It's starting to come out more now because of people staying alone. Some people don't have anyone and they're just alone. And no one wants to hug anybody anymore. No one wants to kiss. No one wants to do any of that anymore. What we as human needs to have that connection.
Yeah, exactly. I have a 90-year-old father that's in a nursing home right now, and I haven't been able to see him since March. So, like I said, not unique. Everybody is dealing with this.
Right.
But I think there are a lot of very long-term effects that we're going to see from this, unfortunately.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. And we'll hear about it years to come. And it's all blamed because of this. And oh God, Phil, I just don't want to get into it.
I know. Right?
Because it's an ongoing cycle right now. And we're just tired. We're tired. I know I'm tired of that damn mess. Okay.
Right.
Ready for it to be over. So that bleeds into, a lot of, because I fight anxiety anyway.
Yeah,
So,
with something over your face. Yes. We've always had that. Now we have to wear it. But what are we going to do? What are we going to do? But just as long as your son is okay. And now I can understand what happened with Kim, with your disagreement. It had nothing to do with you, Phil.
Not really.
She was just having a moment. That's it.
Like all you say, it's not what happens to you, it's how you deal with it.
How you do? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So true. So true. What did you guys learn about marriage?
What did we learn about marriage?
Well, you know what? What I should say, I will go to Skip with this one. What did you learn after the few times, the hiccups? What did you learn?
Well, you just have to always keep a clear mind and, and kind of go with the flow, so to speak. I mean, sometimes it might not be the right decision, but it's not my decision to always make.
There you go. There you go.
We kind of always talked it out. Everything we ever done, we kind of talked it out. And once we talked it out, we made a decision together as a team. And that's where it's been.
Would you tell that to folks that are just getting married and you let them know that we don't know? There is no book written about this is going to happen. There's no instructions on being a good woman and a good man in a marriage.
That's true.
I do. Whenever I talk with my couples, I actually tell them, because a lot of them are young. Some of them are our age, but most of them are young, are young, never been through it before. And they go into it with this, thinking everything's going to just always be great, and I tell them right off, look, it's not about the day that you get married. It's about the day after and the day after and the day after, and you have to be willing to just, to talk about things and accept everything, accept what the other person, how they are, what they bring. And, a lot of kids, I say kids because they're in their 20s, most of them.
They're kids,
so they're kids and they just are all caught up in that moment of getting married and not thinking about the next and the next day. And so I try to tell them, and because some of them go through like premarital counseling with me. And so in premarital counseling, those are the things that we talk about, is like things that they don't ever think about, finances and because a lot of the reason why people get divorced is over finances and, believe it or not, over sex. That's that's one of the, those are the two big things,
It is. Unfortunately, yes, it is. And sometimes it could be family.
Yes.
Family sometimes will break you up too. I've gotten family.
Yes.
That's important. And with the younger people, I also see that they have unrealistic expectations.
Yes, they do. A lot of them do. They don't, because they've never been through it. They don't have any idea about the compromise that is involved. Because when you are sharing your life with another person, that person is supposed to be the other half of you, and you compromise on everything, and you do things together. And that's the way we do. We've always been, like I've told my kids, especially our youngest daughter, I tell her all the time, I'm like, your dad is my best friend. He's the other half of me. We do everything together. A lot of couples don't, but when you see one, you usually see the other. That's just the way we've always been. That's just the way we are.
Okay. See, I'm the opposite of you two. It could be healthcare.
Yeah,
so if I told you I needed help with getting my hair company off the ground.
Yeah, I would look at, okay, so what type of hair company do you have?
Weaves.
Hair weaves. Okay, so now we have to find out who the client is for hair weaves.
Okay, my clients would be mainly women.
Right. So it's women, and you have age group, or it doesn't matter. It could be anybody.
Oh, that doesn't matter. I would say I would sell to more people of say 13 and up.
Okay, Great, 13 and up, okay? So these hair weaves, what makes your hair weave so different than anybody else's out there? That's what I would look at.
Well, let me tell you, when you wear my hair weaves, when you go outside, it holds to the weather. If it's curly, it stays that way. I am a weather-free type of hair.
Great. So now I would actually look into graphics for that, and I would see how that weave would be in that, the people that would actually buy that. And then I would find the need by actually going out to meet these people and say, listen, this particular product, would you be interested in it? Would this be something that you would actually use? You know what? Yeah, I would. Why? How come? Tell me. Well, it's you can wear it in the rain, wears up, you know, all the great. And that's how I would take it from that level up. That's
okay. All right. And it'll be the same way like with shoes.
Same thing. Shoes would be like shoe. Okay. Tell me a little about your style. What do you like to wear? Like I sold shoes for an ex-girlfriend of mine's father. This is great. I used to do it only during like his big shoe event in Long Island, right? I would come in there, and the first day he saw me do it, never sold shoes in my life. I sold, no joke, 1,000 pairs on a Saturday and a Sunday. 1,000 pairs. And
how'd you do that?
And these shoes were $1,000 or above, but for his sale, I would do half price. Well, because I would look at you and say, you know what? You see that yellow dress? Yeah, but I want those shoes. I go, all right, put those on. What do you think? She goes, no. I said, watch what I have for you. You try these on. And they'd be like, wow. I was, let's see.
It's important to say the age when you
20.
In your 20s.
Maybe a little bit older, 29, 25, 27. Yeah, and I would figure out what the fit would be. And yeah, and I would just sell it. And they'd be like, oh, this kid's great. You better keep them, you know, clothes too. I would look at you and say, listen, those clothes do nothing for your body. You have to wear this. Wow, I never thought of it that way. You know, so I have an eye.
Okay, that's good. Good. That's a good eye to have.
Yeah.
Definitely. So you're into looking for companies, for startup companies. No matter what it is, you can take their business from 0 to whatever percentage.
Yeah, as long as I have the right background. Example, right now I'm working with a company that's doing negative pressure isolation units. Now, what are they? They're hospital rooms that are built in a what do you call that? A modular, in a factory. That could be attached to an existing hospital or prison. It could be in a nursing home. That if somebody comes down with a contagion like a COVID, but like in the future, we know COVID is the initial start. Down the road, you know what's going to happen. There's going to be like a really bad virus that's resistant to antibiotics, and somebody has to be isolated.